Hey there everyone, we're here with game number 2 for the Alpha build, Avacyn, Guardian Angel, Second Age Portal, and all that. And I finally figured out the chat! Thank you very much, Griffin. Love you! Alright then, so let's go ahead and... Oh, let's see, the Scorched Ruin says to untap... Sack 2 untapped cards. Yeah, no, we're gonna mull that. Alright, this is keepable. Alright, so we'll be up against Vorel the Hulklade, Audric, and General Tazri. Let's see. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll just leave the chat right there. We'll keep that. Alright, it's pretty good. At the very least, I can make this bigger now. Make just a little bigger than that, actually. There we go. Alright then, we've got our setup back. Yeah! Love it. Alright then, so... Moto just crashed on me, so the game I was working on beforehand is null and void. Fortunately, we weren't too far into that game, so I don't feel like I wasted too much of my life. We don't have a lot of huge setup, but we do have lands. We got a scroll rack. Inertia. Let's see. Yep. Vorel, Audric, and General Tazri. Oh, dang! Audric just had to mull down to 5. Alright then. So, General Tazri, we're going to start us off with a check land. If only Audric could... That sucks. I'm going to go down to 5. Each hand had 1 or 0 lands. Needs more tithe, sir. Needs more tithe. And there's a Warrior Angel. Not a bad way to start this off. And give the cursor 8. So Warrior Angel, that'll be able to get us some stuff, and oh boy, that's a Mishra's Workshop. We've seen how powerful that card can be. Ilmazao's Yit. And Vorel doubles the counters. Seems legit. Legit jit. Legit? Oh lord. Well, there's a Misspell Plains, that helps. At least we know we can keep a 2-land hand if at least one of them is a Thawing Glacier. There's Beastcaller Savant, also an ally. Let's see, Basalt Monolith. I don't want to drop the Angelic Renewal just yet. Same time though, what do we have that really goes into it? Not a lot. We'll just go ahead and pass turn. So, let's go ahead and regale the chat with our joke. Four mana, 4 artifacts. It's a mindless automaton. Hey, we were just Hey, it's an Exodus. Hey, we were looking at this at the Exodus. Yeah. It's not something that I think we'll be able to look at because, you know, not really looking at the +1/+1 counters theme. But this is pretty good, actually. Vorel, you move 2 counters, you draw cards. Vorel's going to come down, double the counters. Probably wait to double the counters next turn again, just so that you can start building these more, like... Yeah... Alright, so General Tazri got her Command Tower out. Got Taiga. Ooh, very nice Vintage Masters Taiga, too. Get your Beast Collar. No attacks? Alright. She's just going to pass the turn. Now it's our turn. And we've got another land. So we can go ahead and play the Basalt Monolith. And that'll help us get the Warrior Angel out next turn. We'll have 7 mana then. And I dare not tap it because we actually need 3 to untap it. Basalt Monolith does help out though. And I don't know that I would want to use her. Well, I don't know that I would want to use an Angelic Renewal on Warrior Angel. Like, she's a good card, but she's not something vital. Like, I'd probably want to save Angelic Renewal for Avacyn. Alright then, so lots of artifacts, lots of counters. In truth, only 2 mana. But if there are any more artifacts... Oh, right, of course, equip the Jit to the Automaton. Because why not? So what does this Jit do? So whenever the equipped creature deals combat damage, the Jit itself gets 2 counters. And you can remove a charge counter from the Jit to do one of 3 things. You can give the equipped creature +2/+2 until end turn. You can give target creature -1/-1 until end turn. Or you can gain 2 life. It really is the Fork of Doom. Like, it just does so much. So, of course, this guy's going to start going Sweeney somewhere. Ah, it's coming at me! Ah! Guess he didn't like jokes. Alright, so the dang Fork of Doom has 2 counters on it. And he melts the Beast Collar Savant. Well, why not just swing it at Tazri anyway? You save yourself a counter that way. Oh, and the Lotus Blossom. This is a card that I like. I've been trying in a few decks in paper, but it really is a lot better in Vorel, just because Vorel has the ability to, you know, double those mana counters. And at least with Moto, you really can just set it and forget it. That's actually not a bad thing to try. You may try that again when we get to, what was that, Urza Saga? Destiny? Legacy, maybe? Haha! Cat Pride. Kimba, Ka Regent. For each equipment attached to her, its owner gets a 2/2 cat. And yeah, we need to F6 it because we have the Basalt Monolith untapped right now. Let's see, the Jin only has 1 counter on it. So, right now Warrior Angel does die to combat with the Automaton. Well, 7 man next turn. 3 that's going to be from the Basalt Monolith. Highland Berserker. Whenever a Highland Berserker or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, you may have ally creatures you control gain first strike until end of turn. Not bad, but also super die to the Jit. I mean, the Fork just pokes them all. Allies are kind of puny on their own. Alright. Tazri has me queued for the upkeep. Wonder what that's about. Alright, we do have 7 mana now. Yeah, we're just going to stick Warrior Angel out there. And then we'll pass turn. And we don't really have anything to do on anyone else's turn. So we leave up the white mana, make them think there's a Swords to Plowshares open. But in reality, we're just auto-yielded. Although it probably would have been worth it to stay out of F6 until after we got the auto-yield on the Lotus Blossom. There's an Ancient Tomb. The 2 mana deals 2 to you. The mana ramp in this deck is real. And of course the Mistress Workshop just gives him basically a free Lotus. Or at least a severely reduced cost Lotus. Ah, this one's coming out Odric. The power creep is inevitable. Let's see. That's right, Warrior Angel was in Exodus too, wasn't she? Well, she became in Portal Second Age first. So, yeah. Meanwhile, the automaton's swinging over at Audric. Oh, and it connects. Means I just got 3 more counters on it, which means something can get negged for 3. Like an ally. Although this one doesn't make mana. It does make first strike, but not mana. Oh, it's getting buffed. Shot down in its prime. The flavor of Warrior Angel. Just wish you were bigger. Fork of Doom strikes again. Alright, so Nature's Lore. Search your library for a forest, put that card in the battlefield, and shuffle your library. And of course, this is Varel just doing some second main phase stuff. And here comes Varel, the Holoclade. Warrior Angel, brain back. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Hold on, I'm going to go ahead and take the microphone. Alright, hopefully you guys can still hear this. Yeah, for some reason my microphone just stopped working according to and it stopped the recording so that, wouldn't keep recording and not noticing and something like that, which is actually not a bad feature of the screen capture software. Ooh, Darksteel Plate. Not bad, not bad. You definitely want to get down your cat as soon as possible. The question is, though, now that Umajal has 2 counters, will Varel be able to take that up? Melt the cat? Let's see. Do. Kitty. So, the fork is currently focused on keeping the allies under control. We can play a Thawing Glacier, and that'll let us use the mana to untap the Basalt Monolith. We don't really need to play anything else right now. Could go ahead and drop the Angelic Renewal, but we're not going to have the mana for that. There's Tazri, though. So Varel is currently poking. Would be nice if we could get into our Divine Transformation, though. And the chat just got lewd. And a little bit furry. Alright then. Now, Warrior Angel, as she is, can play defense to a certain extent. As it is, though, this mindless automaton would actually just wreck her. We do have Aura of Silence, though. So we could use that. Pop the Jet. We couldn't untap the Basalt Monolith at the same time, though. What to do, what to do. Well, we can play a Plains. And be able to play Angelic Renewal and the Aura of Silence. That way, in case the fork melts Warrior Angel, then we can go ahead and pop an Angelic Renewal to bring her back. But I kind of like that for the Breath of Life instead. This is a question. Let's see, we can go Thawing Glaciers, then Plains. Miss on the Basalt Monolith, but we're not really in a hurry to play Basalt Monolith right now. And I want to wait till we have a little bit more of a setup before we can pull out Avacyn. So we'll go ahead and play the Thawing Glaciers for now. Then we'll go to the attacks. Although we could just get smacked for 4. Alright, Warrior Angel. Heal me with your Spirit Link. Two and 3. And there's the Aura of Silence. And now we will not be F6ing again. Although, how much would it suck for Audric if this had come out the turn before? Alright then. Let's see how much they want to smack us back. And this is our chance to auto-yield. Alright, so casually let the Lotus Blossom tick up. You can bet the Automaton's going to be coming for someone. You can swing at Kimba and try and bait Audric into blocking with Kimba. You can swing at Tazri for the same thing. Or it's just swing at us for a little bit of payback. Oh boy, someone's talking about doing shrooms at a fest. Wow. And, yep, coming back at us. And we'll take the 2. Jit goes up. The Jit is up. Let's see, 4 counters. We're just going to hold off on that for now. He's probably waiting to use that Jit on something. Give the Darksteel Plate to Kemba. Which is honestly probably what he's waiting to use that Jit for, if I had to guess. Going to combat, Kemba's not going to swing. No, with that Darksteel Plate on, she's too much of a blocker. Now we go over to Tazri. That's the other thing that Vorel could be waiting for. It could be waiting for Tazri to try and play more allies. Because you do actually have to do a bit of work to keep the allies under control. And she just went and grabbed another one. If she grabbed Munda... No, Munda doesn't draw cards. He just sets cards up. Let's see. Next turn, we will be able to use our Thawing Glacier and untap the Basalt Monolith. That Jit, though. That Jit could get scary. So, alright, Tazri. So, what's the plan of attack here? Halimar Excavator. So whenever ally enters the play, target player puts the top X cards of his or her library in the graveyard where X is the number of allies they control. Targeting Vorel. So are we going for a combo ally deck? Ally combo, mill? I mean, you could target yourself if you wanted to play something like Conspiracy. No, not Conspiracy. Patriarch's Bidding? Yeah, Patriarch's Bidding. There goes the Stroke of Genius, thank God. Alright, so what do you got for us, Tazri? You've got a 1-3 and a 3-4. So that's not... Those aren't easy things to get rid of with a fork. Means it's going to come over to our turn then. And we go. So now we have our second resurrection spell. And I might be able to say, let's just go ahead and see if we can force the issue here. Although if Varel starts pumping this guy up... Alright, Warrior Angel gets in there. He's probably not worried about 3-4. That's the end of our turn. Let's go ahead and... You know, I'm going to untap this now because we have a bad habit of forgetting. It's all the same to me, really. Okay, so here comes Varel. What's he going to do? He's probably going to make the automaton bigger. No, he's targeting the Jit. The life gain with Jit could be real. You know, part of me wonders why I didn't use the Aura Signs when we targeted it. Part of me wonders why. That was actually the perfect time for me to get rid of it. Alright, if he tries that again. Although, that's right, with the Order Signs I could also get rid of the Mindless Automaton. Like, yeah, the Jit actually does a decent amount of work, but I'm a little more worried about that Automaton. Varel, targeting the... Let's see, targeting the Jit again. You know what? We're just going to do it. We're just going to get rid of that Jit. So he can go ahead and melt Tazri and the Angel, or Kim and the Angel, or the Angel and Tazri. I really should have tried to get rid of it the first time he targeted it. Let's see, Tazri, let's see, if he ends at Tazri, then Tazri is just going to come back and search for another card. And honestly, let's go ahead and get this Thawing Glaciers out of the way so that we can go ahead and just F6 this turn. There we go. Now we're F6'd. Tazri might have something that she wants to do, though. Though Varel, it sounds like he was trying to bait out the fort. One of the Aura Sounds out of the way. Which I'm not going to lie, the Mindless Automaton is probably the scarier thing, but we have more ways to deal with the Mindless Automaton. Okay, so he's going to work on getting rid of Tazri now. Ghost away. And that Jit only has 2 more counters on it. Yeah, okay, so nothing else is going to be dying this turn. Yep, just popping those counters for a little bit of a life buff. And that's going to be it. Goes away. Takes the stuff out. It's going to bring it back in. Then the fork's going to try and do its things. Aura Silence pops. Varel is done. But the Mindless Automaton's still there. Oh, at least if we need to get back Warrior Angel with Resurrection or Breath of Life, we'll do it. Let's see, Ghost Away. The question is, did Ghost Away accidentally send Tazri to the command zone, and now Tazri won't come back? That is a question. Although there are cards that will stick them into the command zone and then bring them right back. It depends on how the card is worded. So Tatsu can still come back. And right now, everyone's still kind of in the game. Audric has fallen behind, just by virtue of not hitting his land drops. Kemba and that Darksteel play was literally the only thing they could have done. If they just see one more land, then Audric can come out next turn, equip the Darksteel plate. And he will pass Indestructible. Okay then. Clearwater Goblet with Sunburst. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may gain life equal to the number of charge counters on Clearwater Goblet. Okay. Yep, we're super into artifacts now, so the Aura of Silence was stymieing some stuff. Let's see, of course you gotta have the proliferates. Yeah, this could get silly. But there's still a mindless automaton to swing with. So, the question is, where's it going and why is Tazri... Tazri must not real... There we go. Alright, so we're going to the attacks. Mindless automaton's hitting somewhere. There's no reason for it not to. Coming at me? Alright then. I mean, not hitting anyone else, and I at least have the life gain power. Although, if we hit that Wrath, we could probably... That'd be a decent setback here. Damage, end combat, main phase. Ghostway comes back. So we're for sure going to get Milling Ally. Are we going to get back Tazri? Turn the cards exiled by Ghostway to the battlefield under their owner's controls. Nope. Just Excavator. Ah well. So now we're going to go to... Let's see. Thawing Glaciers is going to go back to our hand. And now we're back to... And now we're going on to Audric. Tazri does not want to tap that Hinterland Harbor for some reason. Alright then, we can dig it. Audric, what you do without lands? Let's see, mono white, so there's gotta be some sort of acceleration in there too. If we just draw into land tax... Wait, no. I think we have more lands than anyone else. Yeah, we're gonna have more lands than anyone else. We won't be able to land tax, or tithe, or gift of estates. Which isn't a bad thing. We just gotta be careful. Like, strip mine that Mistress Workshop the next chance we get. Come on, Audric. You gotta do something. Alright then, so let's go ahead and take a little time leap. Alright then, so we're back. Luxodon Hammer hitting down the board. General Tazri just holding things up. Either bad connection or not realizing that we're waiting on her. Alright then, so General Tazri's back in. 6 mana. Tonight on channel 6. 5, sure. 7 mana, so that's enough for General Tazri to come back out. Alright, so what were we saying? We were saying something. Compare Evangel. Whenever allies enter the field, choose a color. If you do, allies you control gain protection from that color until the end of the turn. That's some nice evasion. Although, personally, I like Rally better, just because the allies end up having better synergy with non-allies that way. Alright, so more milling. The deck is currently down to 80 cards. Got rid of a Willows, a Charlotte Angel. There's a Spike Weaver. Call to the Kindred. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may look at the top 5 cards of your library. If you do, put a creature card that shares a creature type with enchanted creature from among them onto the battlefield. Then you put the rest of those cards on the bottom of your library in any order. I really hope Cabal Evangel doesn't name blue. That would be unfortunate. Wall of Essence. I can work with that. Alright, so let's go ahead, go to attacks. Let's see, it's an artifact, so that messes things up just a little bit. In combat, we could play Avacyn and the Wall of Essence, but I think it would be better if we play the Wall of Essence and the Angelic Renewal to get ready for Avacyn. And we'll press our turn at that. Alright then, so we've already got the Lotus Blossom shortcutted. We're going to get this Goblet auto-yielded to. Get life, get counters. Set it and forget it. I actually really like cards like that on Moto. I mean, I like him in paper too, because you just set him and forget him. But on Moto, they generally feel like just automatic things that you get. So with this Wall of Essence, probably going to die to a mindless automaton. Can't imagine Varel wanting to do multiply anything else, because he's running lightning cards right now. Unless he plays a card draw spell. But he's also blowing his blue and his green right now, so he could be using Varel actively onto the Lotus Blossom. Suddenly, 8 mana on the Lotus Blossom. Sacking it for 8 green. Plus the Ancient Tomb. Are we seeing the Gen Wave? No, it's even worse, it's a doubling season. If an effect would put counters on something, it puts twice that many counters instead. Okay then. And Orochi Hatchery. X charge counters on it. 5 mana tap, put X 1/1 green. Yeah, put green snakes out into play for each counter. So it's going to put 16 snakes out. That's too many snakes. "16 snakes. That is a whole lot of snakes. That is a shoot ton of snakes. So Varel can go ahead and double the Clearwater. Oh dear lord, that's gonna. Let's see. Oh, if he doesn't in response, that's. Alright then, so this is just became a. Let's go ahead and. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and F6 this. I don't want to necessarily auto yield to call to the Kindred, just in case we need to get rid of it. Let's see. Whenever Wall of Essence is dealt combat damage, though. Ooh, Balaged Thief. Whenever ally enters the field, target player reveals a number of cards equal to the number of allies. You choose one, and that player discards a card. Nasty. It's a discard ally. Okay, so yeah, milling. So we have a control allies? Esper control allies? What? 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 What's the deal with targeting me? Oh, it gets rid of my resurrection. That's rude. That is so rude. Targeting me with a discard ally. Just because I happen to have the exact same number of cards as the cards he gets to look at. General Tasby, I'm disappointed in you. That is rude. And she's going to do it again. Let's see. Allies control get chosen protection from chosen colors. So probably, we'll say white, I guess. Allies are starting to run a little amok. Milling me this time. And probably going to get rid of my Breath of Life too. Okay, I don't know who to hate more. Instant Snakes or Allies. Instant Snakes has a board position. Brain Geyser and Cyclonic Rift. Oh, Cyclonic Rift's not going to stick. Oh, hey, Seraph. Ooh, Seraph. And a Cloud Chaser Eagle. See, why'd you have to get rid of my Resurrection? I could have gotten two things. But now we can at least get our Cloud Chaser Eagle going. Would have liked to have gotten the Seraph. Cloud Chaser Eagle's just going to be better, though. Get that. Oh, we got Sarah Angel. Breath of Life's that Cloud Chaser. Get rid of the doubling season. Doubling season too good. Math hurts too much. Although I guess that does help me out just a little bit. And then, you know what? You can't make me discard if I don't have anything on the field. Or if I don't have anything in my hand. What now, Voodoo Man? I am, however, going to hit you back. And that's the end of our turn. Let's see then. Cards you choose. So does this card lands? So we want to save Thawing Glaciers until the end of their turn, just to avoid losing our Thawing Glaciers. Just a point. We could have gotten our Seraph too. Ah well, we still got a thing. Hello, Brain Geyser. Brain Geyser for 5. So draw more cards, right? Yeah. Target player draws X cards. Let's see, not enough mana to use the hatchery though. Three mana for an artifact spell, so he is dropping something. Losing that doubling season probably hurt him a lot though. End of the combats. Alright, we're going over to Odric. So far, not bad. Not bad. Definitely like the Basalt Monolith still. Injunct Renewal's fine. Breath of Life and Resurrection are A-okay. Let's see, Water Light's not bad. Aura Silence. And yeah, we'll say okay to this one. Remember, we need to keep. We don't want to auto yield so that we can use the thawing glaciers. Callistra Healer. Each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. The real question is, who's going to get hit with milling and discard? Are they going to try and steal things back? No, this time it's Audric who's going to get hit for milling. And, yep, there's the discard. And we're going to say okay to this. This is just the upkeep. There are still allies that can be played. And this is a rally skill, yeah. There are 5 allies out, in fact, so it's just a discard. Oh, he got rid of the automaton just to draw a new card. He's going to keep the... That must mean he wants a card kept secret. All these ally triggers. Handerback Walker, Island, Forest. This guy revealed 2 more. Another Forest. Teferi. Teferi's legit. Let's see, this one. This is actually whatever. This is also probably whatever, but we'll keep that open just for now. Let's see, with the healer though, we will auto yield to the healer. Whew, it's all about managing your timing. Not as strong as a blood artist. You really wish it would just be a blood artist sometimes. Well, maybe not this one, but I just mean like those kinds of effects in general. Maybe more like the cutthroat effects where if something dies, then you drain life. Yeah, at least we got our Burb. At least Burb came in and did some work in his debut. And a channel removal, definitely think that's going to be the stronger answers here. The stronger removal. Let's see. Oh, great. It's a druid. So we're going to do this all over again. Tazrim's time is taken away, though. Targets me for milling. Whatever, I guess. Zendikar Resurgent. Yeah, I want to keep that too. We lost a Howling Mind. Wasteland, Righteous Aura, Manipulator, Mind Stone, Plains. I wanted that Howling Mind. Howling Mind would have been really good for us. I'm definitely looking forward to a lot of the stuff that's going to come out with the Exodus. With Exodus, this kind of game should be a thing of the past. Because we'll be getting an Oath of Lieges, I think? Yeah. It'll let people catch up with their lands. Let's see. And that's actually double serving because people can keep hitting their land drops and keep getting more lands than us. That keeps triggering our land tax. Means we can keep drawing cards. It's helping, but it's helping us in a way that you can't really see too. Alright, but this is getting out of control. We need to put a stop to this. Uh-oh, 3 mana. What's Audra got? Secure the waste for 2. Good job, Billy. You did it. You done did it. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go to the combat. Fortunately, These things are pretty small, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn. There is enough mana to overrun right now. But only 4 creatures would be attacking. We're going to need to get Avs. No, they're skipping combat. Okay. Let's see. Here's all the mana. Let's see. Creatures you control get indestructible with Rally. Then there's Blockhead, Thief, and Excavator. I don't think our destruction spells are going to matter that much. Yep, these things are going to be... Actually, let's go ahead and get through this now. They can't play any more allies. So we can just F6 the rest of it. So... Oh, boy, that Mind's Eye. Sword of the Animus, too. Just be a dick and take away the Sword of the Animist. Nope. Eldrick discarded Myria Shepherd. So, one more land, and then the sword can go down, and then stuff will happen. And Winding Canyon or Thawing Glaciers. Frick my life. Let's go ahead and scroll rack this. Okay, Winding Canyons is good. So put down the Thawing Glaciers, and we're going to put down a moat. Although that's actually probably the just worst thing we could do. Let's go ahead and go for her. Tazrin, we got Bird Force 1 coming in. And yeah, we can go ahead and pass our turn after that. So the moat's down. That's going to slow down this ally monstrosity invasion thing. I think we forgot to cast Avacyn though. Whoops. Forgot the whole let's see. We would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We wouldn't have enough to actually... Yeah, we wouldn't have enough to actually play Avacyn and use her ability now that I think about it. And we're going to draw the Winding Canes next turn. Okay, that's a lot of snakes. Look at all those snakes. That's like 16 snakes. That is a crap ton of snakes. And a Haterback Walker. Yeah, Mishra's Workshop doing work in a blue-green proliferate deck. Aha! There's the Sword of the Animist. But there's not enough mana to actually equip it right now. And it... Let's see, it's a 2 to equip. Yeah, it is. Also, the moat kind of keeps the sword from actually being useful. And, yeah, we're just going to F6 through this turn, too. Aura Shards would be stupid good in this. This ally deck here. Definitely looks like the more Esper style, I think. Snakes, dude. Too many snakes. Please do not cross the moat. Okay, what we have? Chasm Guide gives all the allies haste. Gives all the creatures haste whenever ally. Now, granted, there's still the milling wing condition here. We gotta get there sooner rather than later. We need to drop Avacyn for sure next turn. Pharrell just getting hit with all that mill. Only 3 cards. There goes Kadama's Reach. Yep. Fortunately, though, they can't really swing. At the same time, though, are they actually concerned with swinging? Protection from white, that's legit. I mean, 3 of us are playing white. So there's combat, they can't attack. Our turn now. So there's that Winding Canyons. Now the upside of this being that we actually can use the Winding Canyons to cast Avacyn with Flash, so in case there's a Board Wrath, we don't have to worry about it. Now there's also 11, 12 mana open. That would be enough to play Avacyn and keep her limit break up. How defensive do we want to be with this? Because if we want to use the Winding Canes, we can't hold up her fog. I see Moat potentially getting blown up here sometime in the future. And we do have Angelic Renewal out. So it's probably best to get that extra layer of protection on now. Three mana open. And just loading up on allies. Let's see. Send them all with the scary, scary allies. Main phase 2. Let's go for it. One, two, three, four, 5. Alright, so Avacyn's hit the board. We have 7 mana open. And we're going to leave it at that. We've got our Moat, we've got our Avacyn. I need to make sure Avacyn knows she will not be going to the command zone when she dies because of the Angelic Renewal. Actually, you know what? No, we're just going to have to not pass priority. Because we can change that whenever we have priority. There's Tazri again. Lagging behind just a little bit. That Clearwater Goblet. Fight. Let's see. Help him maintain health against that Callistra healer. Moat currently keeping snakes at bay. Avacyn as a secondary defense. Angelic Renewal in case something tries to kill Avacyn. Evolutionary Bet. Double the number of 1/1 counters on all the creatures. Let's see. If he has a way to get rid of Handerback Walker with a crap ton of counters, that's going to fill the sky with Thopters. Gods. Is not pleasant. Let's see then. Could life gain on Pharrell could be a lot worse. So, guess we'll start swinging Avacyn over at Varel and keep sending Bird Force 1 over at Tazri. Where'd Tazri go? Oh, there she is. Tazri. So we'll keep sending at Tazri. Let's see, Varel, doubling the counters on the snakes. It's making shit tons of snakes. There's gotta be an ulterior motive here. Okay. And... Yep, there's a counter on Handerback Walker. So many goddamn snakes. Yep, Avacyn's definitely going to come over there. Avacyn's going to need to start working her clock. We'll let the Thawing Glaciers keep building our land base, and we'll use the scroll rack to ship back anything that isn't a spell that we need. Let's see, kind of like a really bad top. Alright, so Andrik's hanging in there as best as he can. Oh, look! 4 mana! He got there. Yay, Audric! Audric still can't attack, though. But there's some boots. Yep. Shroud, they all have... Let's see, they all have the haste. I have nothing in response to Call to the Kindred. So everything over there is going to become indestructible. And hasty. And force to discard. And drain some life. And mill. Bird Force 1 gotta get there. What did he get this time? Got a... Drana's Chosen. It's got Cohort. You tap it and an untapped ally to put a 2/2 zombie token onto the battlefield tapped. So it by itself does not have Rally. But it's a nice way to build an army. Who's getting the mill? It's going to be me. It's going to be milling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. Makes me wish I had my Felden's King. And Chroma, Mine, Sword, Cage Sun. Makes discard the Cage Sun. Oh, this is going to be the Plains. Sword of the Chosen, that would have been helpful. Soltari Champion, not as much helpful. Exile would have been okay. Divine Transformation. Okay, so Divine Transformation and Sword of the Chosen are the big ones that we needed. Overall, it looks like it mostly just went through some dead cards. Sword of the Chosen would have helped put a good clock on Avacyn. Right now we're only doing 3 net damage a turn though. Varel has the top deck into removal if he wants to kill people with on that moat. Maybe we need to change tactics. Start sending Avacyn over here. Send Bird Force 1 over here. Xenograft. Turns everything into allies. Each creature type you control is the chosen type in addition to its other types. But no flyers yet, that's the important thing. Okay. So there is zombie. Triggers all the things. Yeah, this guy's actually probably going to get drained out. Which means we need to start focusing everything over here. Hmm. Milling Vorel. Yeah, Vorel's going to end up being pretty beaten up after this. Really could have used that Sword of the Chosen, though. Oh, and there's a figure. So, until he draws that vigor, it's going to be impossible to actually deck out Vorel. And definitely a much more passive allies deck. Usually you see like an overrun style with all the allies, which with General Tazri very well could have pulled off by now. But no, they're going for a passive one, which is not bad. And the allies are going to be, the zombies are going to be allies too, so that's going to be 1, 2 from whatever they cast. 3. 3 triggers a turn. Yep, Avacyn's going to have to leave Bird Force 1 over here. And we can't forget that we have the Thawing Glaciers. Almost forgot we had the Thawing Glaciers. Okay then, just keep thinning the deck out. Just keep thinning, just keep thinning, just keep thinning, thinning, thinning. What do? You thin. Upkeep, draw, Marble Titan. Let's see, creature's power 3 or greater. Don't untap during the control's untap step. If this was a little smaller, that'd actually be okay. For now, though, that's not a card we want to see. And we get a Plains. Right now, this is actually fine. Play off Thawing Glacier, and we'll go to attacks. Alright, Bird Force 1. Alright, now we're moving some life totals. Drew another dang land again. I'm definitely not cutting out any more lands, because we just cut one out for a mana rock. Of course, that mana rock's kind of useless right now. Let's see, I also got this Winding Canyons open. Overall, we got 9, 12 mana. Yeah, if we really needed to, we could use Avacyn to do some one-on-one saving here. You know what? Let's take a moment to admire the fact that we actually have creatures that we want out there with Avacyn, and that they're still kind of actually just out there with Avacyn. You know, normally it would be on Avacyn to carry this whole thing by herself. But right now she has teammates. She has Warrior Angel, and she has Bird. Quality teammates to have. Meanwhile, Vorel over here, trying to be in top deck mode, making all them snakes. That's way too many snakes. And we have dealt 5 damage. By Avacyn. Yep. With that Sword of the Chosen, she'd be a better clock, though. Triskavelius. That does make fly. Let's see. Sack this creature, deal 1 damage to target creature or player? I don't like where that's going. And it's an artifact too, which means Avacyn can't stop anything like that. And they fly. And it itself flies. And these Thopters fly. There's a... let's see. It's kind of light on lands, though. Alright then, so Hanneback Walker got up to 4. That Marble Titan is usually alright, but with the Warrior Angel right now... oh, then the Hanneback Walker went to 8. Hello, Thopters. It's gotta have a sack outlet first, though. Let's see, Yavimaya High will regenerate. Nothing that looks like... the Evolution Vat doubles the number of 1/1 counters on target creature. Let's see, 5/5? What? Okay. Look at this Evolution Vat. Tap target creature. Okay. That's what he was doing. That creature gains plus the ability to pay 4 mana to double the counters. Okay, I see how that works now. Alright, so put the boots over to the soldier. Put the Dark Steel Plate over on Audric. Yep. 2 mana. Put the sword over on Audric. Then put the boots back over on Audric. +1/+1 in vigilance until end of turn. He can't attack. Yep. Boots over to Audric. 5/5 indestructible vigilant commander. With haste. But he still can't see why kids loves Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Alright then, Call to the Kindred, that's fine. Tazari has 8. So what's the new one here? Okay. Put a wolf into play, get 1/1 counters, wolves will trigger. Oh dear god, that's horrible. That is actually just horrible. That was horrifying. Oh dear god, does that go infinite? Yep, that's the combo. Because you see, the Ranger's going to start putting out wolves now. And those wolves are allies. So when an ally enters the field, it's going to get another ally wolf. Which means the milling engine is going to trigger all over again. Assuming that the drain life doesn't get to us first. But you know what? I'm going to make him do this. Yep, just watch it go. Yeah, of course, making me discard planes. I needed spot removal there. Plain and simple. If that had been a Path to Exile, then you bet as soon as that Turn Timber Ranger hits the field, I'm trying to get rid of it. Because this is just silly. Alright, so no one has cards in hand. All he really has to do is he has to just set up his triggers now. Alright then, so that's what the ally mill deck looks like in this game. Ha! Vigor! So, yeah. He has to keep going. This is actually going to work against him just because of that vigor. Vorel has 13 cards left in deck. Vorel has no cards left in deck. Except for Vigor. Mill vigorously. Which means Vorel is going to have at least one more. But this also means that he's going to time out. This is going to keep triggering. It's going to keep happening. Although he can choose to stop putting wolves into play. And the healer has to keep hitting us down one thing at a time. He's gonna time for that. So if he can't auto stack. Alright, so we have 11 cards in our deck, but that's going to be gone now. I'm willing to say he wins, though. I'm just enjoying the ride. Because at this point, he probably auto-yielded to turn Timber Ranger. Moto Crash win. Everything everywhere. Let's see, that healer is slowly getting there. Not nearly as much as the Miller, though. We all have been completely decked out. I'm out of cards in my hand. I'm out of deck. Audric is out of cards in hand, and he's out of deck. The only one not decked out is Vorel because he has Vigor. Yeah, this is just going to continue. You guys can go ahead and, go ahead and go to game number 3. We're just going to, be here watching this go on. Because, this is... I'm not going to lie, this is funny. This is actually just funny. Although, let's see, the healer is actually what's going to be what kills Vorel. Funnily enough. Also, note how much life he's gotten back just from all these damn triggers. Yep. Oh, chooses not to use the ability. For some reason. Okay, then. Upkeep. We got nothing. We're dead. And of course, Vigor is now out of the deck. So for real, has exactly one turn to swing with all them snakes. Be free, snakes. Be free. I wonder if he has enough wolves. I don't think he does. Although, I don't think there's enough snakes here either. He's got a vigor, and that's it. That is actually just it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's there's a way I can make these bigger without getting rid of the chat window? Oh well, this is not a streamer's format. That's why we do videos. Evolution VAT, yep. Okay, and the Turn Timber Ranger is in fact a 1660 now. That's relevant. General Tazri can overrun with 5. She has an Angel's Halo for some reason. I need to actually read the damn lore. Islands. Stuff. Oh, is he actually casting Vigor? There's 11 count. There's 10 counters on it. There's 21 count. There's 20 counters on it. What do you need? Something like a overwhelming stampede in order to pull this off. Oh, hey, John is chosen. Make a thing. Do all the things again. Why? Why is this so funny? Okay then. I mean, man, just drain him for 6. There's that vigor. Yep. That's vigor. Then we go back to drain them all, drain them all. That's what you gotta do. Drain them all, drain them all. It's not like you can sacrifice something and get power equal to its mana equal to its power. Although, like I said, for this instance, I'm considering Tazri the winner, even though she's about the timeout. After having had 4 mana. So, GG y'all. Come on, come on, be a big boy. There you go, there's all the snakes. Snakes! So many, goddamn, what the hell, so many snakes. So many snakes. Yep. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to game 3.